What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pitch Pass Podcast. My name's Brett.
And it's me, Brando.
Hope everybody has had a good week. Um, we're going to do a little bit different of an episode today. This is a special episode. We're still going to do our regular weekly episode, so check that. But this is our quarter season rankings. Just got some fun ones for you and kind of predicting out how we think the rest of the season's going to go. Um, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, do whatever. Let us know what you think. You ready to jump in?
Yes, sir. Let's get started.
Let's start with the
So,
comeback player of the year.
man, he wrote him off, but he didn't write back.
Still hasn't. He's
Still hasn't, and he's putting up great stats.
yeah,
Geno Smith.
Gino is doing
That was
wonders.
balling.
He is revitalizing his career. And it's more than that. He's like Geno Smith has shown us that if you are good mechanically, if you get put inside of an even relatively functional system, you can make some shit work.
And also, Geno Smith shows just a developmental curve at the position.
Hmm.
Been in the league so long.
Yeah, for real.
Like, he's actually gave him time to develop. And let's be real, his time with the Jets was just god fucking awful.
Yeah.
Rex Ryan was still there. You just beat out Mark Sanchez and Tim Tebow for the job.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And now he's leading so right now he's the PFF NFL leader in passer
Rating.
grade.
Yeah. And he's top 4 in yards, I think.
I want to say you are right now in yards. He is not anymore. He's 12th in yards
Okay.
now.
Going into this week, going into the 5th week, he was top 4.
Yeah.
But still, he's putting up
But
really
he's
impressive
seventh in
numbers.
touchdowns. He has 9 touchdowns this year. He has the offense playing well.
Yes, he definitely does. Um,
And it's just good for him. I'm happy to see Geno Smith is an actual functioning professional
yeah,
quarterback that can play well.
me too. And the other thing that Gino's doing really, really well is he's just not making those big mistakes. He's not putting the ball in a lot of places that it's gonna get picked or that's dangerous, puts your receivers in bad positions. Um, I saw a stat today about Geno Smith and Tyler Lockett, and it made me reevaluate trading for or picking up Tyler Lockett in a couple of my leagues. But
Mhm.
uh, yeah, he's just been playing really solid. This is a complete rewrite to the career he's had so far, and I'm really
Mhm.
happy to see it. It made Pete Carroll look really, really smart. It made it look like the Seahawks definitely won the trade, which they did. But
I mean, as of right now, they definitely did.
yeah.
I mean, Geno Smith is outplaying.
Oh, no question.
Like he's outplaying Russell in every way you can measure it. Honestly,
Well,
right now.
let me give you a little fun stat for our listeners here. Uh, oh shoot, I accidentally closed the page. Russell Wilson currently has 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Let Russ cook.
Let Russ cook.
Yeah. So Gino's doing great. We're really happy for him. He is our comeback player of the year, number 1. Uh,
And yeah, I mean, if you also look at like stuff like
adjusted quarterback rating.
adjusted. Well, I was gonna say adjusted completion percentage.
Oh,
He's
gotcha.
also leading the league right now
Yeah.
at 80.7.
It really
Do-
seems like he's getting the most out of the team that he's surrounded with right now, and
Mhm.
he's playing like not minimalistic football, but mistake minimalistic football. And
Yeah, he's
he
not making a bunch of
yeah,
mistakes,
by playing
and
smarter, you don't have to throw for 1,000 yards to keep your team in contention. Some of the games he's been in have been shootouts for sure, but he's just been playing really well. Even in the shootouts, he's not like bombing it where there's 2 safeties sitting waiting to pick it. He's just
mm,
making smart, good throws to his big, able-bodied receiver. That throw to DK, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago? That was really nice. And the throw to
yeah,
Lockett last week was really, really nice.
I mean, he's putting the ball in places for his wide receivers to make plays, and
Yes.
he's not making mistakes. That's all
Yes.
you can ask for from Geno Smith.
Yes.
And Geno Smith looks like he's playing like he did at West Virginia.
I didn't watch very much college football.
And this was also when you were like maybe 12, Brett.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
This was a
Yeah,
while ago.
yeah. So no, I can't attest to that, but I believe you in saying that. In terms of the comeback player of the year category, though, I do have to give an honorable mention. Brian Robinson. Dude, I don't know how many guys have heart like this and drive like this to want to be back on the field and to come out and just emanate such swagger. Um, dude,
Not too many men.
yeah, I I'm a huge. He's kind of a meme in our fantasy football league, the Pitch Pass League, because there's some guy who started him every week that he was
Why
out.
he was hurt.
Yeah, and we told him every week to not do it,
He
but
didn't care.
he did not
He
care.
didn't care.
And he started him in the OP slot too, which was the best part. Just refused to draft a quarterback. Just put Brian Robinson, who was out in the OP slot. But
He never even started a normal quarterback,
no, he
honestly.
didn't. But that's all right. It's a learning
He's
experience.
had to edit his roster to do this. So he's winning. This isn't someone not managing the roster, people. It's someone purposely
Someone,
tanking in
yeah.
a 1 year league.
No, he's
That
not.
is
He's
the
not
only
tanking.
way to
He just
explain this.
believes. He believes. That's all. He believes in the power of B Rob. Come back, be running back one, not losing a game from this point out. Um, no, I think especially in dynasty leagues, he's going to be. Obviously, this isn't a, a fantasy football show specifically, but Brian
Mhm.
Robinson showed a lot of heart, and with how fast that he recovered and came back and wanted to play, and just how he's kind of embraced the team and the city, state, whatever it,
City State.
yeah, whatever you want to call it. It's just
Whatever you want to call Washington, D.C.
well, yeah. I mean, look, everybody that's being so supportive for him, he's really embracing that, and just it shouldn't go unrecognized. I think for me personally, I think he's going to be my comeback player of the year, but you have to acknowledge what Gino's doing. Just the stats can't lie.
Yeah.
Ready to move on next?
Yeah. Let's go on to our next.
Offensive player of the year.
So this one's fun. This is one that
Yeah.
we debated back and forth for a little bit.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards Saquon just because if we're looking at where everybody's at right now, I think Saquon will probably lead the league in scrimmage yards. But i- Cooper Cup is the
Is
Rams offense.
on a fantastic pace.
Yeah, he's on pace to be better than last year, is what you pointed out. And
Yeah.
but he has 49 receptions, something like that.
40. So.
I think it was 49. And he's leading the
49ers
league in yards after catch again. Yeah.
by over 50 yards.
Yeah. I think Justin Jefferson's leading in yards, but he's leading in yards after catch, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. But either way, uh, the Rams offense does not function without Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup is a reception monster. He's a yak monster. He does it all, and he showed in the game last week when he turned it and burned it. Cup just is. He is probably the hardest working football player I have ever seen in my life, other than Tom Brady. Uh,
He's uncoverable as
yes,
well as a wide receiver.
yes,
He's such a good route runner.
hmm
He knows how to get open.
and he knows exactly where Stafford wants him.
Yeah, and that's the other.
Exactly.
And he's a great contested catch guy.
Yes.
And that's something that doesn't get talked about with Cooper Cup's game very often.
Mhm.
Is how good of a contested catch guy he is. He's been targeted for contested catch opportunities 11 times. He came down with 7 of them.
Jeez. Cooper Cup is another one of those players.
Also,
Yeah, what's up?
he's caused 8 forced missed tackles so far
Jeez.
as a wide receiver.
Yeah,
He's-
he's something else.
His yak yardage on the dot for his yak yardage is 262 yards.
That's crazy.
41 more than the next best guy, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's insane. Cooper Cup is another one of those like one of one players where it's like it's not so much that he's just a raw physical freak. He's not like built like Mike Evans. He's not like Tyreek Hill. He's just one of those guys that has such a genuine work ethic and gives his all on every single play. You can tell he film studies. You can tell that he has
Mm.
great rapport with his quarterback. He's just a dog.
And he's a chain mover.
Yeah,
You
yes, he
know,
is.
he leads the NFL in catches for first downs with 29.
Yeah,
Justin Jefferson is next with 25, and then Jamar Chase rounds out with 23.
jeez.
And Stephon Diggs also has 23.
Yeah, Cooper Cup,
Okay.
PPR monster. Could be
Cooper Cup just
could be Triple Crown winner again this year.
he easily could be.
It's very possible.
All right. On to offensive
Offensive
rookie of the
rookie of the year.
year.
So yeah, my first thought was Drake London, but you brought up Damien Pierce, and I went and looked at the stats, and I think you're absolutely right. I think the Texans are a little bit of a mess, so people
People
aren't
aren't going to be
really,
looking at Pierce
yeah, they're not
as
highlighting
like,
what he's doing.
yeah, even though he is their entire offense so far,
True.
and he just constantly breaks tackles, forces mixed
Hmm.
tackles. Let me go to
And the thing is, his utility rate has changed as well. Um, I think he had like an 11% utility rate for a brief time, and a lot of people were more down on him. But he's proved in the past 2 weeks that obviously he can make anything work.
yeah.
Running on the Jacksonville defense is not an easy thing to do, and he got it done. And then the week I forget who they played 2 weeks ago, but he had that long break off run, and still he's been incredibly impressive. Um,
Yeah. And it's impressive if you also look at everything he's doing after contact.
yes, yeah, I agree.
Like right now, for like his yards that he has after contact is 359.
Jeez.
He's right now fourth in the NFL and tops out of all rookie running backs. Like he's probably gonna end up being leading all rookie running backs in rushing yards by the end of the season. I don't think there's any chance Hall was gonna catch him.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. What the hell?
And
I love
also
Brees Hall, but yeah, I agree with you. Pierce is different category.
he's also second in missed tackles force, right behind Well, not right behind, behind Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is a different level of missed tackles force right now. He has 42. Damien Pierce has 33.
Yeah, Nick Chubb is a monster. I was gonna say animal, but he is just a monster. He is not. You can't stop him.
Pierce is also the owner of the longest rush of the NFL this season of 75 yards.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
I just really like Damien Pierce. His running style is fun. He
Yeah.
runs heavy. He runs hard. He runs angry. I think he's the best out of all these rookie running backs, and that's
Hmm.
why I'm really wanted us to spotlight him during this portion.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I do think that's going to end up being Drake London,
probably.
but I just thought we had to talk about him a little bit. He deserves credit. I don't think he's ever going to get enough of it
Hmm.
because he's on such a bad team.
You know, I think you got him in what, the fourth round. You're fortunate enough to secure that. Um,
Later than that, honestly.
it might have been. It was somewhere between 4 and 6. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you
Oh, I drafted Pierce late. I can
did you
even look
really?
that up. Yeah, Pierce was a late round pick. Pierce is one of those guys that was a no RB guy's darling
uh,
because
yeah,
it
my.
allowed you to go through the first 5 picks and not have to care.
So I did a dynasty draft this year that was a two quarterback league, and I honestly forgot that it was a two quarterback league. So I was wondering why everybody was taking quarterback so early. So I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do a zero QB strat." And I mean, I went up and I grabbed Trey Lance, and that didn't end up working out for me. But hey, I'll have him for the future. But it's honestly that's the league that I'm doing the best in. I've been killing it in that league. And in our other league, I grabbed Austin Eckler, Josh Allen, and Who's the other one I grabbed in our first 3 rounds? Yeah,
I
I
got Damien
definitely.
Pierce in the 14th round of our league.
Oh my God, dude, that's crazy.
Yes, that's why Pierce was such a great value for the no RB guys. Because if you got Pierce and you were able to jump on Jeff Wilson when Elijah Mitchell went down,
That's crazy.
you are in a good spot.
I definitely thought you drafted him high. That's crazy. But
I
yeah,
drafted
he's.
Saquon in our league because I didn't go full
Yeah, I
RB. I went
know.
hero RB.
Cry,
I
I
got the
cry.
best of both worlds because I picked the correct hero RB.
Yeah, you did. Well, I honestly I might have because I got Eckler and Eckler's been going ham.
Eckler has been going off the past couple weeks. But anyway, back to Drake London. Back to this kid that's been an absolute stud.
Yeah, Drake London at the end of the year definitely could win it. The Falcons are. I think the Falcons are scrappier than the Texans, but I don't know. The Texans have a lot of fight. I feel like they're in very, very similar places where they have some really
Mhm.
good pieces. Especially they're building some offensive pieces, but I guess that's more true of the Falcons than it is. The Texans have a couple. I mean, they still have Brandon Cooks.
Mhm.
They have Damien Pierce, but they're both teams that are kind of in that spot where their stars aren't being acknowledged to the degree that they should because the teams are shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I don't know. I think Drake London is gonna get a little bit more attention just because
Receptions. Oh,
and also he was the first wide receiver taken off the board.
true.
First round pick out of the draft, and Atlanta's at least a scrappy team.
Yeah.
They're at least hanging with people. They're not getting blown out.
Nah. The Texans are.
The Texans won
Yeah.
against Jacksonville, but that's probably going to be their only one of the year.
They might get one. I could see him as a 2-win team, but other than
You
that,
see,
yeah,
as a 2-1 team.
yeah,
I'm 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 really thinking they won't be. But that's okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. So, are we going to
defensive player of the
defensive
year,
rookie?
defensive
Oh, defensive
player,
player of the year.
yeah,
Okay. So this one's pretty easy for us to do.
yeah,
It's Micah Parsons to this
yes,
point.
absolutely.
Um,
Both of the
his
Bosa's
only
are
real
out with groin injuries.
yeah, and Nick Bosa honestly was gonna beat him. Nick
It's
Bosa was
very possible.
leading in pressures. He had the same amount of sacks.
Hmm.
He he had just one less tackle, but he had more stops in the run game.
Yeah.
Bosa could have definitely have caught him, if
Oh,
not
for sure.
so. But Bosa being out, that definitely hurts a lot. It's kind of a runaway for Michael Parsons so far.
Yeah.
I said this before the show. Rashawn Gary seems like he's his only competition.
Yeah, and I think the Cowboys' schedule kind of makes that a little bit better for them because they face some of the teams like they play the Commanders again. Carson Wentz is incredibly sack prone. I think they play
Mm-hmm.
the Rams at some point, don't they? Oh no, they just played. That's right, they just
The
played the
Cowboys
Rams. Yeah.
just demolished the
Um,
Rams.
and then yeah, and Micah Parsons was even if it's not fully reflected in the stats, it's like he's still getting
It
those
was, it
pressures if he's not
was
getting sacked.
impressive at the end of that Rams game this past week
Hmm.
because Michael Parsons was playing with a groin injury.
Yeah. Yeah,
It was a parent groin injury.
he Micah Parsons is another one of those guys. It's just a different animal. There's a lot of guys that'll like play through pain, but it's like Micah Parsons' utility and versatility at quite literally every position on the football field just makes him such a unique player.
Mm-hmm.
And his ability to generate pressure, even if he's not getting to the quarterback, just getting near or out the quarterback from any position. Yeah, he's a one of one.
Because it's like his alignment for so far this season, he's lined up as a defensive lineman 218 times.
Hmm.
He's lined up as like an off-ball linebacker 68 times,
Yeah.
and he's also lined up as a slot receiver twice,
Oh God. I
and a
yeah.
cornerback once.
He is just
Weird.
he is just a freak fucking athlete. There's really nothing to say about Micah
Oh,
Parsons other than
I'm
positive things.
yeah.
The only negative
Michael
thing is there's
Parsons
one of him.
is yeah, and he's this generation's Lawrence Taylor.
He is. I I don't. It's not the same level of dominance, but
I don't know.
he has a long career ahead of him. I know a lot of people are
I,
like ready to jump to that, and I think that he is going to be a dominant force. I think he's going to be the next great player after Aaron Donald, but I'm not ready to say he's LT Junior. I'm not. I'm not quite there.
I'm down. Honestly, I'm cool with it.
All right.
Um, I'm down for it. You know me. I'm not shy.
Yeah, it's fair. To each their own. But for me personally, I want him to have like a multi-year resume, you know, because some of those guys have like horrible injuries, and I'm knocking on wood for them because I hope that it would never happen. But some guys have horrible injuries in their careers and before they even get started. So I really want to see like some form of longevity, even if it's 4 years. I just want to see like over an extended period of time.
Hmm. All right. So you ready to go to?
Defensive Rookie of the Year. Yes, I am because it
Yes,
is my man
my
Sauce.
man, Sauce Gardner.
I was saying before we started recording, I was like, as much as it makes me want to die, I think I'm becoming a Jets fan. Uh, there's so many guys that I love on this roster. Um, there's a lot of guys that just have a lot of heart. I really love the culture that's being brought to the team. I really love the passion that a lot of the guys are showing. The new schemes that they're running. The way that they're go look at the Jets' defensive stats, and I think you would honestly be surprised. I know some of their games haven't really been in their favor, but there's a reason that I've been picking them for the upsets because I really do believe in this team. I like the core that they're starting to build. Um, I think that they're going to be a wild card team in the very near future. I don't think this year, but this kid is special. He's allowed. Uh, I don't want to throw out a number, but it's one of the lowest passer ratings while covering a receiver against opposing quarterbacks. It was like, oh man, I don't know. It was definitely top 12 in that category, but I don't remember specifically where it was. But the scheme that the Jets have been running, both of their corners have really been doing a great job of kind of isoing, um, and not allowing a whole lot of passing against them. Um, I don't know. The Jets are one of those really scrappy teams now, and I think it's going to make that division a lot more interesting than it's been for the past Tom Brady years.
Yeah, I mean, Ahmad Garner, Sauce Gardner. He he's been having just a great rookie year. I want him to continue. I I want to see him in a game get challenged more
Yes.
because I have not seen him challenged much in a game. Right now, I could see him having like a Richard Sherman type of impact on this Jets defense going forward,
Mhm.
where he can shut down a half the field.
Yeah. I completely agree with that. And the thing about him is like he has the swagger but not like arrogance. It's like he's not afraid to contest anyone, but it's
I
not the kind that'll make him over aggress and get burned.
I love that his chain they wore on draft day is fake. That is so funny to me because like he's like it's fake. I'm not gonna waste my money on this.
Another fun fact, he was born in Detroit.
Oh, that is fun. I'm surprised that none of the colleges in Michigan wanted to offer him.
Yeah, I was surprised too. What I was looking for here, Sauce Gardner allowed a 34.2 passer rating in coverage in Week 5. That's less than if the quarterback threw an incompletion on every target. So that is nuts. That is actually a crazy statistic. The quarterback would have had a better chance throwing the ball into the ground than throwing to his side of the field. That's nuts.
Yeah, and he's only given up so far this season 12 catches for 127 yards
Yes.
on 24 targets. So
Yeah.
he's only given up 50% of the times he's being targeted. He's only given up one touchdown, but he also has an interception.
Yeah. I love him. He was my top corner going into the
And
draft.
For the
Absolutely.
record, who he gave up that touchdown to is fair.
Who was it? Who was the one?
I'm pretty sure it was. I want to say it was against Amari
Oh,
Cooper.
who scored a touchdown on Sauce Gardner? Uh, let's see. Oh, it was Jamar. Wait.
No, it was in the Cleveland game.
Uh, Jamar Chase says Sauce Gardner told him Jets got lost on a switch on touchdown. Interesting.
Mm. Well, then it's Jamar. But either way, his lone touchdown is against an All-Pro caliber player.
Yeah. And as a rookie, especially, that's really impressive. I just love everything he's doing. I think there are other names that you could throw into the mix, but none of them have been performing quite as impressively as he has.
I'd say probably the only one is Devin Lloyd for the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing very well for them at linebacker.
I agree.
But
I like
I
Devin
don't
Lloyd.
think.
I think in our draft, I don't remember. I had Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean going to the Patriots, and the other one going to the Eagles. I don't remember, so I was surprised he ended up with the Jags. But hey, man,
Hey, the Jags, I think this Jags draft class was a good defensive class for them.
I completely agree. I think the Jets had the best draft, but yeah.
Okay, so we went through all the awards.
Other
Just a
than
quick
MVP,
Oh,
baby, you know what it is.
MVP. I almost forgot about it. Oh man. So I wish that you guys could see my avatar for what me and Brett used to shoot our videos is Lamar Jackson dressed as Harry Potter.
Yeah, not for the
And
J.K. Rowling Harry Potter part, but just because Lamar's adorable and we love him.
yeah, I'm not down for someone who hates trans people, but it's fine.
Yeah, fuck J.K. Rowling.
So here, so Lamar Potter is my MVP so far this season. He's just been fantastic, a touchdown machine. Um,
Lamar throwing, what was it, 5 touchdowns against the Patriots, throwing for 4, rushing for 1, was that, I believe? Yeah. Lamar has been, he is, again, just a one of one. He's Michael Vick 2.0. Absolutely deserves an MVP.
Michael Vick if Vick was ever accurate.
Yeah, literally. My number one, if you listened to our show before, my number one criticism of Lamar was if they take away one aspect of your game, if they completely isolate you as a passer, if you need to exclusively pass the ball, are you going to be able to do that? And this year he's really shown me that he can. Uh, the defense has lost the Ravens more games than literally anything else.
Rex is equipped to conquer the great outdoors.
What you got going on there, buddy?
This ad is just not closing.
That's all right. Yeah, my number one criticism was I think he needs to develop more as a pocket passer.
Yeah.
And that's everything that he did in the offseason. He bulked up and he just
And he's playing durable.
yeah.
Like he hasn't really had to take any snaps out. He's. Are you fucking kidding me? Where the fuck is this ad even coming from at this point? So he's bulked up. He's playing. He's playing well, and he's not making many mistakes in the passing game.
Yeah.
He's going for his full progression of reads, and once he knows that nothing is going to be there, that's when he takes off.
Yes. Yeah, the Lamar has been playing a different style. It's like no fear either way. It's kind of he's been making some of the same mistakes where he'll either overthrow something or I don't think I've really seen him underthrow. Um,
No,
he just
that's
needs
not
to
that's not
trust
his
himself.
style.
No, he needs to trust himself more. That's really the only thing, and that comes with that experience of passing more. There were a couple times against the Bengals where he just made some errant throws that were not great. The Bengals have a pretty good defense. I am, if you know me at all, You know I'm Eli Apple's #1 fucking hater, but he's been playing pretty well. I will
The,
absolutely give him
the
credit.
Bengals, the Bengals pass rush has also been playing very
There,
well.
yes, yes,
Sam Hubbard and Hendricks, both coming off the edges, are playing very well. And I would say about the misses from Lamar, it doesn't help that Bateman was out for this game.
true, yeah,
The outside of Duvernay, it's guys that you're not really throwing to very often.
yeah. I'm waiting to see Isaiah Likely get more involved.
I want to see Isaiah Likely get more involved as well.
I don't think it's gonna
Offensively,
happen this year, but
I think the bet. I will say Lamar did struggle a bit as a passer in the game against the Bengals.
yeah. But other than
But what
that,
I will But what I love that I saw is that he still was able to take over the game when it mattered, rushing the ball
yes, absolutely.
and
Eh,
close the game out.
he acknowledged what was being taken away from him, and he managed to do what he does. He is the best dual threat quarterback in the history of the NFL.
I
Period.
think it was interesting that Brady said that Lamar is the next GOAT.
Yeah,
'Cause I felt like whenever stuff like that would happen with Tom Brady too.
yeah.
Everything else that he would try to do during the game would be taken away.
And he'd find a
And
way.
then there in the fourth quarter, he'll be down just like one score, like less than a score, like a point or two.
Hmm.
Then he would just need to drive down the field.
Yeah.
And that's what Lamar did. And I I could easily see Lamar with like maybe one more draft class. And I think the Ravens need one more draft class on this
Mhm.
team. I could see them like really rocking the AFC.
Yeah, they could be a Super Bowl contender. They need a
They are
little bit
right
more
now.
help. Well, okay,
Well,
but there are other teams that have better chances right now. Is my I guess the point that I'm trying to make. The Bills and the Chiefs are better equipped for a Super Bowl run.
I think the Bills and the Chiefs are probably the class in the AFC.
Yeah.
But Lamar is our MVP.
Yes.
Lee, he is fantastic.
Lamar still is. I'm pretty sure he's still top 10 in rushing, if I'm not mistaken. He might be top 20 now after last week, but uh, yeah, that's what he's able to do. He is the Ravens' offense. It's another one of those situations. Um, yeah, we're seeing like a new iteration of football with some of these players, where it's like they are so dynamic and one of one that they make the game theirs. Um, yeah, I nothing to say about Lamar except positive things. He's progressed in the way that I hoped he would. He hasn't regressed in any way. I think he just needs
Yeah.
to be more confident in himself and just trust those reads that he sees and MVP.
And maybe if his receivers can stop dropping the ball.
Well, that's not on him, but yeah, I
I
completely
mean,
agree.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
on him. It would help if he didn't have 7 drops.
It would help if Mark Andrews could play all of the positions for him.
Yeah, I know. If he just had a bunch of Mark Andrews playing. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. Um, yeah, man. 12 TDs by Lamar, passing it, 2 for the rushing it.
Hmm.
Right now, Mahomes, and Josh Allen,
And Jalen Hurts.
and Jalen Hurts are probably the top 4 who are going to
Yeah.
be really gunning for the MVP by the year keeps going and progressing.
I honestly think that Mahomes and Lamar have a leg up on Jalen just because the Eagles are doing so well as a whole. But it's not like Jalen's getting carried, so I think it's going to come down. It's going to be really close at the end of the year. Um, I, I I agree with you though. I think it's Lamar. Just what he's able to do, how he's able to take a game over. There's no one else that can. So MVP, MVP
All right.
for this last little
So-
segment.
The last segment is a fun segment we're gonna do. We're gonna do NFL superlatives for all 32 teams.
Hmm.
So,
Do you mind
Let's
if
start-
do you mind if I start? Because I gotta make
You-
sure I get
you
the
can start.
Raiders. Okay. So for the first team, the Arizona Cardinals. Most likely to make your game look like a game of Madden.
But a 12-year-old has the controller. Falcons, most likely to cover the spread but lose the game.
Ravens, most likely to have your quarterback lead your team in rushing yards.
Uh, Bills, 0-5. I'm just calling it. If they made it to the Super Bowl, they're gonna lose it.
Probably. Panthers, most likely to draft 5 different quarterbacks, start all 5, and hate all 5.
Chicago Bears.
This one's gonna be fun.
When you're so bad, you literally have to move out of Chicago.
Literally. Bengals. Most likely to load up on receivers, but not touch your offensive line.
Here's the thing, they did.
I know they did, but it doesn't make it that much
Most
better.
likely just the...
Most likely to have a shit offensive line, period.
They're gonna take your car to the mechanic and have it come back worse.
Oh, you get the fun
All right,
one.
Cleveland Browns. Most likely to receive a happy ending. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Their division is pretty open right now.
Oh, it definitely is.
They keep it open, and if Deshaun Watson is
Groper
actually
Cleveland.
good...
Groper Cleveland, okay?
Yeah, if he's actually good when he comes back, they have a legitimate shot winning this division.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys, most likely to have fans that never shut the fuck up even when your team's play doesn't warrant it.
They've actually been good this year.
Oh, they have, but not for the past 20.
They're good last year, too. I will give them... I will be nice to Dallas when they deserve it.
All right. Yeah, that makes one of us.
Yeah, wow. Okay, Denver Broncos. Most likely to self-franchise to Amazon. I mean, how pissed would you be if you were fucking Walton and you bought this team and Russell Wilson's just playing like shit?
I mean, Broncos country. That's right.
That's right.
They're in my division. I'm fine with them being shit. Detroit Lions. Yeah, most likely to lose a game on a bye week is the Detroit Lions.
Most likely to not restore the roar. Jesus. Green Bay Packers. Most likely to play down the competition. And that's what we've been doing so far this year. We played to our competition in every game except for the Vikings.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna play at the same level the team we're playing is. That's all I've learned.
Honestly, yeah.
No matter who we're gonna play.
Man, the Houston Texans.
Most likely to get a Buckeye.
Yeah, most likely. Man. Most likely to fail their rebuild, honestly.
I don't know. I kind of like how they're doing it so far. I think it's actually smart.
Do you want to do the next two, and then you want me to do the next two so I can get my team too?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, Colts. Most likely to give up the division after leading it.
Yeah, true.
Jaguars.
Most likely to pick the division up after
Most likely to lose the division to Tennessee after beating them.
Oh, God. Kansas City, most likely to come back after being down double digits. I'm sorry.
Raiders.
I'm sorry for this one, Raiders fan. Most likely to have a fan and player in jail. Fans and players in jail. I guess it should be plural.
All right. LA Chargers. Most likely to be on 4th and hospital bed.
Oh God. LA
Rams.
Rams most likely to feel a hangover for the whole year.
Dolphins.
Oh God.
Most likely for a headache.
Oh no. Uh, Vikings most likely to end everyone else's Super Bowl chances before you even start your own.
Patriots. Most likely to think you have the same quarterback in no matter what. You know, Bill Belichick literally said, like, he was asked the difference between Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi.
Mhm.
He said, I don't know. Yeah, he was fucking with the like with the reporter, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's fine.
kind of not wrong. It's kind of just the system will not change.
All right,
Saints,
Saints.
um, most likely to fall apart when their roster is one of the best in the NFL.
Right, New York Giants. Most likely to overperform. Hey, they've been doing
They
great.
really
They have
have.
been
They,
outperforming expectations.
I was
Brian
very
Dable.
pleasantly surprised.
Brian Dable deserves some Coach of the Year talk.
Yes, absolutely, I agree.
All right, Jets.
Most likely to make the rebuild work.
All right, Eagles. Most likely to be pissed off about being 5-0. Jalen Hurts looks angry to be 5-0.
Yeah. Steelers. Most likely team to draft well, but still have a shit offensive line and never figure out or address your actual issues.
Mm-hmm. All right. 49ers. Most likely to get bounced in the first round of the playoffs.
Unfortunately true.
Seahawks.
Oh man. Seahawks most likely to score on cornerbacks. Not score on them as in the sense of a game, but I mean pick up some good ones.
All right. Buccaneers. Most likely to be divorced by Tom Brady next.
Tennessee Titans most likely to be the number 1 seed in the AFC and disappoint everyone in the playoffs.
All right. Washington Commanders. Most likely to have an owner in jail.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. We should do that more often. That was a
Yeah.
good little fun
The
roast
best,
session.
the best one was definitely my one for Tampa.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Tom oh man.
Oh, well, thanks for coming to our award show, you guys. This has been Pitch Pass Podcast,
We'll
and
probably
we'll
do
see you.
this in another 4 weeks.
Yeah, do like a little specialty pop-up episode.
We'll probably have a bigger one for the halfway mark of the season and then for the end of
Yeah.
the season. But I hope this was a good little intro for you guys. I hope everybody enjoyed. Please make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and ring that
Mhm.
little bell for notifications. You don't have to, but you know if you want to. Yeah, this was fun. We'll do more of this in the future.
Yep.
All right,
All
peace out,
right.
y'all.
Peace.